It's Missy live, and I am not sure how all of this necessarily works, but it looks like we are in fact streaming on Twitch. This is my first time to stream on Twitch, so hello Twitch viewers. Let's see. So today I'm going to be streaming on XMage, and this is a blue-red Prowess deck that Rupe and Mike put together, and they have a deck tech. I put the link down below in the stream feed, I guess, not in the chat room, so you can check that out. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance for the glare on my glasses. I need to get some contacts. So without further ado, I have not figured out some things about streaming yet, so you'll have to excuse my ignorance on some things. And one of the things I've not figured out is how to make the webcam show up in the overlay. It's in there. I mean, I made the webcam work in the other scene, obviously, so now you know I'm a real person and not just a robot. But so let's start a new match. Make sure everything's working. Yay! And I haven't figured out how to put chat on the feed yet. And we have a viewer. Yay! Hello! Good to see you. I also don't know if you guys can hear my system sound, so feel free to let me know if my audio is not working. This is my maiden voyage, as you might say. So I've been practicing this deck on XMage for about a week now. There we go, we can start. When Mike messaged me about, hey, would I stream this, I'd already kind of hoped to stream some decks that everybody had put together. We'll try this. It's a lot of lands, but that's all right. Because there's a lot of really great content on MTG Deck Techs, and so I've really enjoyed reading the articles, and I was like, oh, it would be really cool just to do what they're, you know, planning. Save me some steps. Oh, what are we going to discard here? How about this assault strobe? But I was like, hey, you know, it'd be really cool to do the decks that they're, you know, writing deck techs about. So when they contacted me about doing this one, I was like, heck yeah, I love Prowess. And then I started playing the list, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this. And I have a modern competitive event coming up this next weekend. And so I had been playing this real janky, weird, black-white, smallpox, Gideon tribal thing for modern. And it's not like a serious deck. What it was that I like really typically don't buy singles. I just build decks out of cards that I have and then open packs looking for singles because I like to open packs. So I didn't have all the Lilianas of the Veils and Gideon Juras that I needed for the smallpox deck that I built. So I put in a bunch of like my Gideon Ally of Zendikars and like Liliana, the Last Hopes, I think, in the place of the other cards that I didn't have. I'm still learning XMage, forgive me. So then when the Planeswalker rule changed, like having the different Planeswalkers in those spots actually made the deck a little bit cooler. And so the deck wins pretty often in Modern, from what I understand about Modern. And it frustrates people who have real modern decks, so I get a kick out of that. But it doesn't necessarily make me a lot of friends in the modern community, so I don't get to play it that often. And I wasn't really like thinking this is a great deck for a competitive event. But then I played this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to build this. So in between matches, I have 222 packs that I can open. Y'all want to watch some of that. Looking for 19 cards. And then I don't have any new Phyrexia packs for the Noxious Revivals. So I'm going to have to actually buy those. But super excited about playing this in paper. What card just reveal? Sure. I don't remember what it was. Yeah. So, let's see. We're going to go get a steam vents. That guy. Let's see. Oh, no, we're not going to get a steam vents apparently, because I am still figuring out how XMage works. Sure. I'll do it again. And now we'll go to combat. And attack for 7. Anyway, the deck's super fast, and I love aggro. Aggro is what made me want to play competitive Magic. So, all of these clicks. I didn't start even playing Magic Online until they approached me about streaming. I'd kind of been looking for an excuse. So I have had to take a crash course in digital Magic, and I'm not the most fluent in all the clicks. So I'm going to apologize, and thank you for bearing with me while I get faster. Now we'll go get the steam vents. And we'll get this elusive Spellfist out there. Let's see. Let's see. So, hey Archer, I know you from Twitter. If you're the same Archer CC, I'm assuming. Yes, it is pretty cheap. I do, like, the steam vents are not, I mean, the mana base isn't super expensive, I guess, for modern things. But there are a few cards that I'm not excited about having to find. And I'm hoping I pull some out of these packs because that will save me some money. It's just like it's cheap enough that it shouldn't be good, and it's just fast. Let's go get Island. Some matchups are over pretty quickly, so I heard that's how Modern is supposed to work. Let's see if I can pop out this chat. But if I can, that way I can be more efficient. Should have taken some notes on the deck tech video about the matchups. When I play tested it against Eldrazi Tron, I had better results than the matchups that they mention in the deck tech video. So far, I haven't even done a lot of sideboarding in my playtesting of this deck because it's just been so decisively good about it against the things that I've played, which is one of the nice things about it. Sure. That way you can't just kill my thing. No need to pay 2 life there. That's inconvenient. If he destroys anything else, I don't have any basic mountains in this version of the deck. Mike and I have talked, and he has recommended taking one of the steam vents out and putting a mountain in. So one of the nice things about the mana base is that the deck works well on just mountains and the 2 islands. So blood moons are a non-issue, which is, blood moon is the fastest way for me to not have a fun time playing modern. Like it's the card that I hate to see be played. So to have playing a deck that doesn't suffer because of them. Search. Is quite the luxury. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. So yesterday when I was playing it, the deck, I had a game where, like, for 15 turns, I had like I had a creature in my opening hand and they killed it, and then, but I didn't draw a creature for like 15 turns, which is statistically improbable just at all. And then on like turn 15, I still hadn't drawn a creature, and so I was already frustrated. And then they played the Jace where they could take the top card in my library and put it on the bottom. And so I decided to concede. It was just so ridiculous on turn 17. I was like, this is so dumb. So flooding out is one of the parts that is just frustrating about Magic in general. It really doesn't feel good in this deck. Yay, we got a Delveros Secrets. We'll get him out there. Only for him to be exiled by Karn, I'm sure. Another thing about this deck, if you're just going to play the 2 islands, you can use any blue fetches. Obviously, if you're playing a mountain, Scalding Tarn might be helpful. But otherwise, you can put Flooded Strands and Misty Rainforests in for your fetch lands. Hopefully, now that I've figured out how to set everything up, I can, once I get the camera situation fixed, I don't know, maybe you guys can see the camera. I guess I could check the... Well, it's unfortunate that the Delver of Secrets is gone, because could have flipped him and made him a double strike for 6 more of the 7 we need to win this game. But no. We're hoping for a Monastery Swift Spear so that we can, or a Storm Chaser Mage, so that we can hasty and assault strobe him into something. All it takes is one good creature and some spells in your hand and you are good to go. But when you sit here without a creature on the board, there's just not a lot you can do. There we go, we got something. So now if he wants to kill that, at least he has to get rid of his card. XMage is pretty cool. There we go. Goodbye, Karn. For playtesting, for sure. I've really enjoyed using the client. I don't think that we're going to survive this. With his fancy worm coil engine. Let's see. We're just going to go to game 2. So here's a quick look at the deck. Mana bases, 3 polluted deltas. It's basically, it's 2 islands, 7 blue fetches, 3 steam vents, and 4 spire bluff canals. And then your creatures are 4 Storm Chaser Mage, 4 Monastery Swift Spears, 4 elusive Spell Fists. Yeah, there we go. Spell fetches here. 4 Delver of Secrets. And then everything else is your prowess triggers, basically. And the thing that I really like about the deck is you got these lightning bolts, which are nice. You can target their creatures or target them and get those prowess triggers. What I really like is that all of the creatures kind of there's not really a bad thing to have on the board. Elusive Spellfist has the evasion, you know, that only gets +1/+0 when you cast a non-creature spell, but the fact that it can't be blocked is pretty huge. So I'll keep that. We have a Swift Spear. Not sure why we've been drawing as many lands as we have. There's only 16 lands in the mana base, so Powerbluff Canal, Swift Spear. I mean, I guess I'd rather have them in my opening hand than top deck them. But it's like any other aggro deck. The idea is to, you know, pump things up and swing in a lot. So I figure it's fun for at least one of the people playing the game. We will go get an island. We'll cast the Mutagenic Growth, targeting our Monastery Swift Spear. Get the Prowess trigger. I could have played the Rush of Adrenaline and a Slip Through Space, or both of them actually, for 2 more Prowess triggers, but I'm going to cast this Elusive Spellfist and use them next turn. Uh-oh. We have lost connection to the server, so we're waiting. We just lost connection, whoever is watching now. I don't even know how to see who the viewers are. Somebody needs to teach me all of the magic of Twitch. There we go. So what I was saying was I could have opted to pump my Monastery Swift Spear for that turn. But I play the Elusive Spellfist so that I can pump them both next turn and get some more damage in. I don't know why it's not clicking on my hotkeys. So now we have some fancy stuff. You need another mountain. So we'll go get a steam vents. Pay 2 life. And go to work. All tapped out, so I can use all this at once and just pump them up. And I'll attack for 12. If it could have been a mutagenic growth, that could have been the game. Not entirely sure how to make those boxes go away. Again, there we go. Yay. So, hated to see a polluted delta with that draw, but at least I got to draw it out of the way instead of not having anything for this next turn. Alright, one more. Feel free to say hello in the chat. I'm checking in on it. I haven't figured out how to change it onto the screen yet. And we're going to mulligan. We can keep this. And we can keep that. So many clicks. Go get a steam vent. Go ahead and pump it. We'll pump it again. Why not? Could have saved that for the next one, but not my favorite thing to get from a graveyard. But I like to really make this deck as fast as I can, which may not be the way that Mike and Rupe imagined that it would be played. But I just like to get things done before they have a chance to come up with an answer. So swinging for 5 on turn 1 seems alright. Unless they have a fatal push. Lovely. Fatal pushes are one of the weaknesses of this deck. For sure. Like, I need to make a note of that. In fact, my little playtesting notebook. They are the bane of this deck's existence. We'll go get an island. Red and blue. And swing for 1. After this, I'm going to take a short break and try to figure out how to fix my camera. I might have to just make a new setting. So here we have Spalding Tarn. Don't have to crack. Titan Strength. Here. We'll keep that. Another Prowess trigger. See what we draw next. Maybe it'll be something good. No land. Maybe lightning bolt. Failed to find. No. I'm sure this weekend when I'm playing paper, I'll like not find lands after a week of flooding out on a 16 mana source deck all week. That's gonna make this a longer game. I always wanted to play cards before during my upkeep. I'll attack. And another Prowess. Just everywhere. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I hope that Mike gets to watch this later. No reason to pay 2 live. Oh no. Cancel skip. All attack. Now to end step. That's just sad. That's awful. That's the end of this game. Alright, I am going to take a break. Thanks, You're a Jacko, for the match. And I will be back in probably 30 minutes, so 2:15 Central Standard Time. I'll open some packs, and then maybe that'll help me warm up my streaming voice and everything. Here, I'll say hi to everybody again. So yeah, I will open some packs when we come back. Hopefully warm up my streaming voice, get a little more comfortable talking to an empty room with people watching from other places. Maybe help get a little help with some technical support stuff as far as putting the chat on and fixing my camera. And I will see you guys later. And I'll probably start with some Modern Masters packs from 2015 and 2017. So maybe we'll pull some good stuff. Fetch lands. Pray for fetch lands. Alright. See you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.